every single day, she was yelling and screaming how she should have killed me.
Whoa. Starting this case with daily death threats and live streams. That's not just drama. That's a potential felony if prosecutors decide it's harassment or terroristic threats. What would you do if someone was live streaming threats about you every day?
She would have shot me. I had friends calling me because she kept on going online and live streaming how she should have hurt me.
No, I am not. You can ask that you can get active and come to the neighborhood. I've been staying here. They said that me and my kids, now she's going around saying my 9-year-old daughter with a taser. They brought the taser to the fight, and then my 9-year-old daughter.
Yeah, well, the taser's not part of this PPO.
I know, but but it was led up to. It's what leading us to this.
Miss Campbell's request to terminate the personal protective order that I granted in favor of Miss Gay back on June 14th of 2025. I do have to tell you, both ladies, and apologize in advance. I have gotten us behind just through my fault and my failure to move these cases as fast as I'm supposed to move them this afternoon. I'm a little bit short on time.
Notice how the judge is already pressed for time? That's your first hint that this decision might be quick. And in court, quick rulings often mean somebody's not going to like the outcome.
I don't have time to take extensive testimony on it. I think what I'd like to do is let me see here. Yeah, I'm already 2 hearings behind, unfortunately. Okay, so we're just going to have to keep it quite short. And I guess the way I'll do it is I'll swear in Miss Gay, take her testimony as to the basis for the PPO. I will hear in a response from Miss Campbell why I should terminate the PPO, and then I can make a ruling. So, Miss Gay, if you would please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm that your testimony today will be the truth and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Very good. And to support this protective order, you stated that there were a couple of incidents here. One of them being Miss Campbell throwing eggs at your house. Tell me what happened on that occasion.
After the incident happened, after the altercation with, her and everybody else on the Hall Street,
yes,
they threw eggs at my house. And then
during that same big brouhaha on the blow up, or was it later that day or in the evening? When did it happen?
Later. And
right.
Then
and who were the egg throwers that you saw?
Renee and her daughter.
And you saw them actually throw eggs at your house?
Yes, because the next day she was on the neighbor's porch, just keep yelling, then throw eggs. I have cameras all around my home, all around it. And I have my cameras, if you come anywhere towards my perimeter of my property, it captures you. It was her and her daughter. They were throwing eggs, and then the next day
Eggs thrown at the house? It might sound childish, but legally, that's property damage, which can actually support protective order if tied to harassment. And yes, video evidence like she claims to have can make or break this case.
Was on the neighbors on their porch, just constantly yelling at my house. I've never had a conversation with her yelling. I haven't thrown eggs. And then therefore, after that, every single day, she was yelling and screaming how she should have killed me. She would have shot me. I had friends calling me because she kept on going online and live streaming how she should have hurt me if I didn't have cameras at my house. And I did submit those. And I was also on the phone with the police on one of the incidents when she was yelling and screaming how she was going to kill me. And I also have video of her personally, as well as someone sent me one when they was calling me out of concern because of her threats to harm me.
Okay, and my next question, you said you submitted the films, you submitted them to the police department?
Yes, I did. The lives that people were sending me, as soon as they sent them to me, with her ranting and raving about how she was going to kill me, I went right downtown to the police department and I sent it to them. That of her telling me she's going to threaten me. I got one actually with her video, and I have her ranting in the backyard, just yelling and screaming and scaring my grandkids, telling them that how she's gonna hurt me, and just went on and on. And I have witnesses, guests over, like, oh my God, you have to listen to that? I'm like, yes. She keeps threatening me.
Let me see what Miss Campbell has to say about it. Miss Campbell, would you please raise your right hand? You solemnly swear or affirm that your testimony today will be the truth and nothing but the truth.
Yes, I do.
Very good. Ms. Campbell, you say in your response here, you think there should be a termination. It does say you're off probation. What were you on probation for?
I was on probation for the incident with her daughter and stuff. And ever since I've been off probation, she's been harassing me and my. I have an 18-year-old daughter, so she has a daughter that's my age or whatever, and stuff. So basically, ever since that incident, she's now that her daughter, so she basically got her daughter, her grandkids, and like her nieces and them making up stuff. I never once threw eggs at her house. I never said nothing to her. They came to my house, her and her daughter and her grandkids. I never.
Yeah, you gotta let her testify, Miss Kay, and then I'll give you a chance to respond.
I never. Now since she came to my house, that was May 31st. I have two incidents from this year. May 31st, which I put in the report, in February 9th, which was the Super Bowl weekend. She has cameras. I've been living over here for 3 years. I never, she has Ring cameras and everything. I never, said nothing before then, and I've never said nothing after. She's just trying to prolong it because now that she wants to get in the mess with her daughter and her grandkids. Now she's trying to say this and that or whatever and stuff. And that was, she made the PPO, June, my daughter's birthday was May 25th. So it was sometime after like then in June or something when she's in court. I never threw eggs at her.
Now listen closely. Miss Campbell denies everything, but also points the finger back. This is classic mutual accusations. And in these cases, the judge will lean heavily on hard evidence, not just he said, she said.
House or whatever, and I would never turn my 18-year-old daughter to throw eggs at her house. She said she's never the police. If I threw eggs at her house, why didn't she call the police? She came over here with a mob of people, her whole generation and stuff. It's only me and my daughter and my 9-year-old daughter. Look, I have a 9-year-old daughter and an 18-year-old. Today, my daughter turned 19, so they're 10 years apart. That's not true. I never said yeah. I left in the ambulance. They assaulted me. Her and her kid. She has the background. You can look on the camera. She drove her car over to my house. I never once went over to her house.
Well, that you're talking about the big fight that happened in the street on Zeno Street.
It happened on Hall Street, not Zeno.
Hall Street. Okay.
Yes, she came over. Her family came over to my house.
I don't want to reissue the fight because she's saying, well, since that fight, this
nothing never happened. Since after that, yes, they've been calling the city. They've been calling, now she's trying to do a PP or fear in her life or whatever. Lady, I've been staying here for 3 years. I never, come on now. I never said nothing to her. I never, some egg.
You're not at her from the back porch where she can hear.
No, I am not. You can ask the judge. You can get active and come to the neighborhood. I've been staying here. They said that me and my kids, now she's going around saying my 9-year-old daughter with a taser. They brought the taser to the fight, and then my 9-year-old daughter.
Yeah, well, the taser's not part of this PPO.
I know, but it was led to this.
I get it.
Whatever stuff.
Well, Miss Kay, and I asked her about that. Miss Kay, have you been making CPS calls about Miss Campbell's parenting?
I have never called CPS. Miss Campbell, Judge, I have proof of everything that I've submitted. I have proof of her. I have my Ring camera is what her coming in the backyard yet threatening me. I also have her on Facebook. I have all of the recording As far as her talking about, I came around and Miss Campbell don't understand and she doesn't want to tell the truth. When I came around there, I tried to ask them not to have any altercation. And she keeps making up this stuff like nobody wants to harm her. I don't have no business like messing with her, and she doesn't have any messing with me. I'm not that type of person. She was found guilty for whatever reason with her and my daughter. I don't get in that stuff. I'm a whole grown person and an individual. I ask that you please keep this granted, because ever since you granted this PPO, the yelling has stopped. I have not been threatened. She has not been online posting things about me. So I ask you, please, for my safety, I don't need this unstableness, because I think.
This is where Miss Gay scores a strong point. She's claiming that since a protective order was granted, the harassment has stopped. That's a huge argument in her favor to keep it in place, because it shows it's working.
Prove it to you. I don't have to keep making up. I got video of everything that I'm saying.
Okay, no, I think what I'm going to have to do is, I can't, you're both telling me really the opposite things, that, the other person's the instigator here, and in this format without seeing the video.
And here's the twist. Instead of making a final ruling today, the judge pushes it to another date to review the video. In legal terms, that's a continuance, and it means this drama isn't over yet.
Evidence and things like that, I really don't feel like I can make a decision on the termination. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to adjourn this hearing to a future date. And my question to you then, Miss Gay, is to show me those videos. Would you be able to do it in a Zoom format like this, or are you going to need to come?
Yes, I can. I don't know how you do it on Zoom. I can even send it to you via email. I have.
You give me the files via email?
Yes, I can. If you give me an email address, I'll send it to you right away, Ty.
Okay, no, let's do it that way, and then I'll have a look at them, and I can email them then to Miss Campbell so she can look at them, and then we'll have them ahead of the next hearing. Miss Campbell, did you have a question or something to say? You're muted, ma'am.
I have evidence too, sir, and I would like to present the evidence. Well, she should have been presented the evidence. She been did this in June, so why presents the evidence? Basically,
she said it with the police report, but I can't get it. I can't look at it. If she submitted to the police download, they do have an evidence.com site, but it's not something that I can easily access. It's just for her to submit it directly. Because really it's a separate case. This is a civil case. It's got nothing to do with criminal activity, although I know the underlying things that do involve some police reports. Ms. Campbell, what sort of evidence do you have that you would like to submit?
The police report from that day that she said with the eggs throwing. I have that evidence, and I also have the evidence when she came to my house with her and her daughters, and I also have evidence saying like the stuff about with her daughter. That has nothing to do. That's why she's
Yeah, it's a separate case. I get it. I'm not considering that.
It's nothing. I don't have. Now she brought them herself, and then too, you can go to CPS. You could go to CPS.
Well, you might think that a lot of people think it's that easy, but the truth is I don't really have much better access to CPS and records of that sort than any other person does. I'd have to obtain releases and all that stuff, and the truth is, in the context of his protective order, we don't typically do it that way.
Well, I have the allegations in the reports and stuff, and the stuff that her is saying too. Because basically, her daughter is coaching her.
Okay. Well, I mean, if it's to her and you think I should read it during the hearing or advance the hearing, you can submit it to me. I'll take a look at it, and I'll try to make the best decision I can at the next hearing. And any documents or evidence that you want to submit, we can take scanned copies or photos by email, and we can also you can drop off any copies you have, or discs or thumb drives can go to our PPO office, and they'll get them up to me. So I'll give you both those options, and Lisa has the job of pulling all that evidence together so I can look at it before the next hearing. Lisa, when's that next hearing date going to be? On Zoom, if we can manage this digital evidence.
Yep. September 25 at 10 o'clock.
10 o'clock?
September 25 at 10 o'clock.
Okay.
And you both need Lisa's email so that
I do. So I'll
Email
send it
it.
over to her right now, Judge. Go ahead with the email, please.
Are we off the record, Judge?
yes.
If please include on the email your case number
Okay.
so we can reference that.
Hold on. Can I
I'm
confirm
gonna
the
refill
case
my
number?
water, Lisa. I'll be right back.
Oh, the case number is up at the right. Is that case number 2505147 PH?
Yep. In my
Okay.
email, Lisa, Lisa,
Mm-hmm.
dot BAIRD at Kent County MI.
Hold on. I'm sorry. Kent County.
MI.
Okay. Can I confirm that? Repeat that back to you,
Sure.
please. It's LISA.BAIRD at KentCountyMI.gov.
That's correct.
And you said also include the case number when I initiate those as well?
Yes, please. So I can easily determine what it's for.
Yes. Okay.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Okay.
Hello.
Yes.
Okay. I was trying to hear it again. It was LIS what?
LISA dot BAI
Yeah, B. You said BA.
BAIRD
IRD.
at Kent County
Kent. Wait. Kent County.
Kent County MI.
MI.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, now that she's not on the phone, I was gonna say, can I cause I had laser surgery with my stuff, but they don't. She does that, so I really can't see, or whatever. Could I bring do my proof? Cause I had laser surgery a couple months ago, and my foot, my toe was gonna get amputated, so I'm in rehab for that and stuff. But she doesn't know that.
Is that all happening on that date of that hearing, Miss Campbell?
What?
Do you know you're going to be in the hospital on the September the 25th, and I just scheduled the hearing?
September 24th, I gotta go to the podometrist. But what I was saying is, I'm saying, can I put in the evidence like I had laser surgery? I just had laser surgery. I go to a retina specialist. That's what I'm saying. I don't be involved in that because I'm sick and stuff. I'm in recovery. I've been in recovery for a couple months now.
You can submit the evidence if you want. When you submit it to us, however, she will be able to see it because we share it with the other party.
Oh. See, I don't want them to know. I don't want her daughter and them to know that I'm sick, sick and stuff or whatever. Because luckily, that day she drove her car to my house, so I was able to lean on her car when they came to my house.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you, right, just keep us posted. And if you're in the hospital or unable to see on the day that we have the hearing, just let us know. You can tell us that, just that medical issue, and you can submit that separately, and we can just set a different date for it when you're healed up.
Okay, no, I already had the surgery. I had
Oh.
the surgery a couple months ago. I'm just in recovery. Like, I still see gray spots and stuff
Yeah.
or whatever, but the neighbor know that I can't see. So that's what I'm saying.
I won't reveal it unless you direct me to.
I don't. No, I don't want y'all to, because then they will have the upper hand on knowing that I'm sick and stuff. No, she doesn't know that I'm sick. That's why she's making everything up. But I said I can send in proof. I go to a laser specialist, a retina specialist. You know what that is for I lost my eyesight for 5 days. So I had.
Yeah, no, I do know part of your eye, and I know it could impact that. And like I say, if you think it impacts the case here, if you're saying, well, I couldn't see, so I couldn't throw an egg or something because I might throw it in the wrong direction. I'll leave it to you to decide if you want to introduce that. But anything that you introduce, you will learn about inevitably. So, that's I'm just up to you.
Okay. I just and I just for my safety and stuff, whatever, because that laser surgery is really special when I can see. I can see.
Yeah, no, I've had people that I know go through that say, right, when you first go through it, particularly, these notes come out perfect. So
Yeah, like I had headaches and stuff, so like my head was hurting, but yeah. But okay, I will send in the stuff. I'm not gonna send it in like today and stuff, but I'll send it in like because today's Cheyenne's birthday, so I'll try to send it in by next week.
That'll work well. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Have a good weekend.